Gopi is an innocent village guy whose livelihood is rearing cattle and looks God in them. Neelkant, chairman of the municipality, is crooked and cruel. Performs many atrocities in the town, also involved in anti-social and illegal activities. He has an arrogant daughter Komal and a good-nurtured son Kasturi. Kasturi always teases and revolts against his father for his evil deeds. Once Gopi's cows obstruct Komal's way. She beats the cattle when Gopi becomes furious and beats her in turn. But becomes frightened when he learns that Komal is chairman's daughter. Neelkant sends his men to kill Gopi when Kasturi rescues him and changes his attire as a college student. Meanwhile, Advocate Narayan Das, an honest person who always supports the justice, backs the piety and gives a tough fight to Neelkant. He leads a happy family life with his ideal wife Annapurna and a daughter Shobha. Narayan Das fixes his daughter marriage with his childhood friend Shripathi's son Anand, who looks like Gopi. On the advice of Kasturi, Gopi reaches Narayan Das's house. They mistake him as Anand and highly honors him. Here Gopi or Shobha fall in love. Eventually, Anand arrives to apprentice Narsimha. He was caught by goons of Neelkant. They take him to Neelkant's house and beats him. However, Shekhar escapes, enters Narayan Das's house where he is surprised to see Gopi. Explains Shekhar about his problem and he understands the fact. Knowing that Gopi is in love with Shobha, he stops and asks him to stay along with him. Now they play a confused drama without revealing their identity. Meanwhile, Shekhar meets Komal. She again teases him, mistaking him as Gopi, but afterward feels sorry when both of them fall in love. On the other hand, Kasturi loves their maidservant. Unfortunately, once Shobha witnesses Anand or Komal, misunderstands Gopi when Anand turn up, affirms the entire story. Hearing it, Narayan Das throws Gopi out and decides to make Shobha's marriage with Anand. But Anand refuses it and says he is going to marry Komal. Then Narayan Das declares Neelkant as his father's murderer who projected it as a suicide. Listening to it, Anand breakdowns and he also learns that his father gathered evidence against Neelkant in a diary and secured it in a secret place. In that anger, Anand burst out on Neelkant. Knowing that Anand is Shripati's son, he captivates him and blackmails Narayan Das for the diary. Immediately, Narayan Das rushes to Neelkant's house. When Neelkant is about to kill Narayan Das, Gopi comes to his protection, where he plays a drama as if he has murdered Narayan Das. At this moment, everyone understands Gopi's virtue. Simultaneously, Anand is shifted to Neelkant's day. Ultimately, Gopi breaks out diary's secret, finds the route map to Neelkant's day, sees the end of him and protects Anand. Finally, the movie ends on a happy note with the marriages of Gopi or Shobha and Anand or Komal.